Salute, salute. What's going on, everybody? What up? What up, what up? Welcome to Zone864TV. I'm your host, Mr. Zone864 himself. Live from the shadows of the desert. Salute to JD 1975 in the building. Salute, salute. We live tonight. Rare occasion. Rare occasion. Yes, yes. If you're watching live or recorded, please hit that like button. And if it's in your heart, please hit that subscribe button. Yeah, JD. Yeah, we night riding, man. We night riding. Yeah. This is normally what I do. When I'm not on camera, because I actually work nights. But I'm calling it quits tonight. Calling it quits a little bit early tonight because the work that I do is outside. So, and not really sure. I'm not really sure how good y'all can see, but it's raining out here. Raining out here in the desert. Raining out here in Phoenix. So we got some thunder. We got some lightning. Well, the thunder is not the problem. It's the lightning. That's the problem. And let me see here. And lightning in the desert is a little bit different because it's nothing but a bunch of flat land. And it's different, man. The lightning over here is different. So we can't, I know some people like to get gutsy and be outside and all that, but Arizona is not a place that you want to be outside when it starts that. And because I work outside, yeah, gotta call it gotta call it a night early. But yeah, I'm headed home. I'm headed home right now. You know what I mean? Take a shower. I'm about to take a shower. And I'm about to get back out, run these streets. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Nah, I'm just messing. I'm just messing. But I am about to go home though, and I am about to take a shower, and I am about to get back in these streets. But I'm about to get back in these streets to go over my wife's house. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Let me see. Go to the Waffle House. My bad, JD. I can't see everything because it's like so small. But yo, over here in Phoenix, they don't have Waffle Houses. They don't have Waffle Houses over here. I mean, they do, but they're not, they're not in abundance like in the South, like in the South, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. The Waffle Houses are in abundance. You know what I mean? In the South. Over here in Phoenix, you probably will see a Waffle House once every 50 miles, once every 100 miles over here in Phoenix. But yeah, I just wanted to tap in. Right quick tonight while I'm on the way home, because I got about 30-40 minutes, because I'm way out. I'm way out in the middle of nowhere. So I got about 30-40 minutes before I'm at the crib, before I can hop in the shower. You know what I'm saying? But since it's dark, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get some of this road while it's dark, because I know y'all won't be able to see me because it's dark in the car. But yeah, I just want to come on right quick, tap in real quick. I hope the volume is good, because I know the volume inside the car might be a little bit loud. But I'm pretty sure by now, for those of you who haven't been living under a rock, I'm pretty sure that most of you have seen the news about Julio, the rapper out there in Florida, who was murdered on his 26th birthday, like a couple days ago, day and a half or so ago. And okay, appreciate that, JD. 26 years old. 26 years old, this young man was out there celebrating his birthday. From the reports that I've heard, and the print media that I've read, this man was celebrating his 26th birthday at the Holiday Inn. What we doing? Nothing, chilling at the Holiday Inn. Y'all remember that song with Chingy and Snoop Dogg and Ludacris? Baby, rub on your nipples. Some call me something, some call me Mr. Giggles. Up and wiggles. I can't remember the words. That's how I know I'm getting old, because I can't remember the words of songs and stuff like that. But as y'all can see, we coming into some rain. But yeah, so the rapper Julio was unfortunately murdered on his birthday. 26 years old, and I think it was Tampa, Florida. And it's just a sad situation. It's just a sad situation, man. I mean, 26, like, you know what I mean? Like, at 26, like, you're just beginning. Like, okay, even when you're 18, right? Because back in my time when I was growing up, which isn't that long ago, I'm only 35. You know, we used to say things like, oh, when I turn 18, I can't wait to move out. I can't wait to move out when I turn 18. And then what happened? Like, we turned 18 like a week later, and we find out that okay, in order for us to out, okay, we got to have a job, we got to have a full-time job, we got to be able to pay rent, we got to be able to we got to be able to buy our own food, we got to be able to you know what I mean, pay the car note, we got to be able to sustain ourselves, right? And this is at 18. So it, like, when you think about it, like, even though when you're 18 you're legally an adult, I mean, it's like, yeah, you're legally an adult, but you're still like a little kid still, because you know, you still gotta prove, you still gotta live, you still gotta get out here and live. And so when you think about this young man, Julio Fulio, at 26, like what, 7 years ago he was 18. 7 years ago he was 18, right? So even though he's a rapper, he still really hadn't began to live yet. And a lot of people think that just because you're a rapper that you experience the very best in life. And let me tell y'all, I'm a rapper. I'm a rapper. I'm actually known for producing, right? But I really, I mean, I kind of put that down because I got children and I got real life, right? So my priority is, you know, when something is not paying the bills, then I got to get into something that's going to pay the bills, right? So, you know, people know over here in the West Coast that, you know, I've worked with Nipsey Hussle's people. I've chopped it up with Nipsey Hussle. You know, I've written songs. I've produced for, you know, West Coast artists, things like that. When I was really, really young, like when I was in my early 20s. You know, I don't talk about it as often anymore because, you know, it's for right now, it's a thing of the past. But music is always going to be, it's always going to be a passion of mine. It's always going to be a passion of mine. And people don't understand, like, the grind that actually comes from being an artist, like a legit artist. Like, you're going to be starving. You're legit going to be starving. Like, if you're focusing on the craft full time, I mean, there's going to be months where you're only eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. There's going to be months, possibly even years, where you're sleeping when you're going from couch to couch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might need to be in one session at 7 a.m. in the morning. Then you might need to be in another session at 8 p.m. in the evening. And here's the kicker, right? The kicker is when you're really getting your grind on and you're really putting your stamp down and you're trying to get your name out there, the kicker is that you're doing a lot of the stuff for free. So, you know, my time when I was really doing it the biggest, you know, we're talking about 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. It wasn't until like 2017 that I kind of slowed down, right? And the reason that I slowed down around 2017 was because that's when I bought my first house in 2017. So now that I got a mortgage in 2017, you know, I had to really put my time and energy into other things that were actually a little bit more legit. And you know, I didn't have time to be all up in California, spending time away from my children, from my daughters like that. You know, children need a balanced household. They need a mother and a father there. They can't just have the mother there because the mother can only do so much when it comes to discipline and structure. So the kids need both parents there, right? So I had to make a decision. And on top of that too, I had reached a crossroads in my own career because I have daughters, right? A lot of the music that I was writing and making was very provocative, you know, talking about a bunch of sexually explicit stuff. And, you know, and I was raised in the church. You know, I'm not really a big religious man, but I am a spiritual guy. And the funny thing about people that come from the church, right, is when we become of age, oftentimes we delve into secular world things, right? And so, you know, of course, you know, when I got old enough and I got some wits about myself, that's exactly what I did, you know? So, you know, I'm raising my daughters and I'm writing songs for myself and I'm writing songs for other artists, you know, talking about twerking it and popping it and, you know, licking this and kissing on that. You know, I'm doing what's popping at the time. I'm writing what it takes to get a song, to get an artist a hot song, or to get a stream, or I'm writing something that an artist can perform in front of an audience, right? And it be hot, or it get played in the strip clubs, right? Like that was what I was doing. But I have reached a point that I'm like, you know, my daughters are getting older and older and older, and you know, they know I'm a millennial, so I grew up with a PlayStation controller in my hand, and obviously my daughters are younger than me, so they definitely have grown up with technology at the helm of their fingertips. So it just hit me really bad one day that, you know, I'm like, I gotta make a change. If I can't write and produce good music without being so sexually explicit, then I'm not gonna do music. And that is what that is, right? I know a lot of people would be like, you know, you a buster. But nah, what that is that's God in me. You know, so even though sometimes I do go astray, and yes, sometimes I do get caught up in the antics of the world, and sometimes I do partake in the debauchery of this world as well. And I apologize for the glass, y'all, for the windshield. It was raining, and I live in Arizona, so it's dusty, so, you know, yeah, forgive me for that, but hopefully y'all can see. But that's the God in me, man. And I've never been ashamed. I've never been ashamed to gracefully bow out. I've never been ashamed to acknowledge when I'm wrong about something. You know, I've never been afraid to be held accountable for my actions, because one thing I know about children is that they do, like, you can say, do as you're told. Don't do as I do, do as you're told. But the thing with children is that you can tell them what to do as much as you want, but if your actions are not mirroring what you are telling them, then low-key, everything you're telling them is in vain, right? And so, you know, I'm a God-fearing man, and so I can't give my daughters the proper guidance and instruction if I'm out here writing songs that are always sexually explicit. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I still do that to this day? Absolutely. But I don't do it as often, right? and I do try to make it so that in my songs I'm not cursing a lot, and I try to, even though I still write explicit things, I try to make it so that it's not like you know, like what Sexy Red say, booty hole brown or something like that. Like, I try not to go that far. I definitely, because I know that, you know, I don't want my children and my grandchildren hearing me talk about booty hole brown and eating groceries and all that chicanery and all that nonsense, man. You know, that's not my stilo, man. You know, I want them to understand that, yo, in a world full of beta males and debaucherous people, you know, I want them to know that, yo, my dad ain't perfect, but you know, he ain't perfect, but he walks the walk that the same talk that he talks, he walks that walk as well. You feel me? But my apologies, y'all. You know, I ain't mean to go on to a tangent, but Julio Fulio, the rapper that got murdered in Tampa, I think it's Tampa, Florida. The rapper that got murdered in Tampa, Florida, 26 years of age. That's not a long time. It's not a long time at all. And you know, they say that death and life is in the power of the tongue. And so when you go back and you listen to that young man's music, you will see that in his music he talked a lot about death, and he talked a lot about shooting up his ops, and he talked a lot about pissing on his ops' grave, and he talked a lot about violating people. I'm gonna get off on the next exit. I don't know what's going on. He talked a lot about violating people, and oftentimes, right, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, I don't believe in karma. I don't. I only believe in what's real, right? I don't believe in karma in the sense that when people say, oh, what goes around comes around, I don't necessarily think that way. But here's what I do believe, right? What I do believe is that if you put a lot of negative energy out there, you're definitely gonna get a lot of negative energy back. You feel me? If you put a lot of bad stuff out there, the stuff that you put out, you're definitely gonna get back. Because I'm gonna tell you why I don't exactly believe in karma all the way that everybody, because we all do goofy stuff, or we've all done foul stuff before, and we should have gotten back 10 times what we did, and we never did. And the reason that we didn't is out of the grace and mercy of God, and out of the goodness and kindness of the universe. That's what I believe. That's why I can't really say that I really believe in karma, because a lot of us do foul stuff. A lot of us do foul stuff, and you know, because we do foul stuff, we should definitely be you know, reaping the consequence of what we do. But a lot of times we don't get what we put out, because again, you know, some of us have the covering of God. Some of us have people praying for us, right? So that's why I can't really say that I believe in karma all the way. I think that people use that word karma too loosely. And on top of that, if you are a person that believes in God, right? You'll the more research you do on the word karma, you will find out that karma more so has to do with what's called the afterlife, right? And for people such as myself who believe that there's a place called heaven and hell, well, the way that karma works, it doesn't necessarily fall within those beliefs, right? So when people talk about karma, I get what they're saying, but at the same time, I just think people use that word too loosely. But in the case of this young man, Julio Fulio, what's up, Daniel? I will definitely say this. It's a sad situation. I don't know if he had any children or not, but you definitely reap what you sow. I think that's a better way of looking at things as opposed to looking at it through a karmic lens. Reaping what you sow is definitely a better way of explaining the Julio Fulio situation. And I just think that being an artist, right? I think that you have to understand, because I'm not just a rapper. Like, I play instruments, piano, alto saxophone. I've been in all my life. I've been in band. I've been in marching band. Obviously, in college, I did that whole thing in college, all that. So one thing that a lot of artists don't understand, I guess, is sometimes, like, if you have nothing positive to say at all, like if you can't make a song without shoot 'em up, bang bang, you probably shouldn't be making any songs at all. You probably shouldn't be making any music at all. It's kind of like, when your grandparents used to say, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. You feel me? Because we don't understand. And I say we because we all do it. Sometimes we get on these microphones, we turn on these cameras, and we might say something out of anger. We don't understand the power that we really have at our fingertips. Like, we listen. Nobody is watching CNN. Nobody is watching NBC. Nobody is watching ABC, right? We are the new social engineers. We are the new social engineers. We are. Everybody that got a YouTube channel, whether you got 1 subscriber or 1 million subscribers, we are the new social engineers, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. And so the funny thing is, right? With myself, right? Myself, Zone, right? I'm a millennial, right? Do you guys realize that I've been on social media my whole entire life? You got, like, there's, like, the feds know well, I've actually worked for the feds before. The Department of Defense, to be more specific. Do you guys understand that, like, I don't, for a person like myself, right? I can't cap. I can't cap about stuff in my life because number one, people know me in real life. So if I go live on Facebook or YouTube and one of my friends see my video, or a family member sees my video, that's not a good rep for me, because then they're gonna be like, yo, happen for views. You are lying. You are obscuring stories for views. you are doing things for unnecessary clicks. So my whole life, that's what a lot of people don't understand, right? Is my whole life is online. My whole life is on social media. My whole life. Because I've been using social media forever. All my pictures are up. All my pictures, people can see my children, like on my personal social media pages and shit like that. You feel me? So it's funny because I will go back and I watch a lot of my old stuff. And I look at my old stuff. Like, I'm 35 now, and I look at some stuff that I said at 25, 24 in some of my videos and stuff, right? And I'm like, God damn, man. Like damn, I was really I was really reckless at the mouth, yo. I was really reckless with stuff that I would say. And I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm still reckless, but with what I say. But the difference is that now I'm actually more mindful about what I say before I say it. Whereas before, I would just let whatever fly out of my mouth just because I could. But I'm a little bit more mindful now because, I actually have things in real life that could be affected. But here's the thing though, my job can't be affected because I don't actually have a job. I don't work for a major corporation. I work for myself. Now, here's the thing. There might be a time where I actually go back and work for a corporation, but listen, and I know I'm going off on many tangents in this conversation. I apologize, y'all. But listen, even if I was to go back and work for a corporation, the difference that sets me apart from a lot of people is I'm not tied to these corporations. So if I was to go back and work for, let's say Chase Bank or Wells Fargo or, any company, right? Here's the difference, right? My primary focus is to get money. I'm not worried about moving up in management. I'm not worried about, trying to kiss ass. I'm not worried about none of that. You know why? Because these companies, and this is what I tell people, these corporations don't care about you. These corporations, listen, that's why they're replacing everybody they're replacing every position that they can with AI. These companies ain't gonna try to go to bat for you. Managers and top management, they are not for you. They are company people. This is why when you don't meet your metrics and you don't meet your goals, this is why they try and write you up every chance they get. This is why, they try and do everything to get you to quit, because management is not for you. Management is for the company. Now, what I will say is the best managers understand that you probably want to give your employees as much slack as possible, because it actually costs more for a company to hire and train an employee as opposed to keeping and retaining an employee for years at a time. See, a lot of people don't know that, but I know that because I had the I've had the fortune of being over certain tasks and projects at a few corporations that I've worked at in the past, and so that's something, you know. A lot of managers like to make it seem like, oh, well, we could just bring more people in here. Well, you could, but the problem is it actually costs the money. It actually costs the company more, right? But yeah, I'm not. One thing about me is that I'm not. I'm not loyal. I'm not loyal to any of these companies. And I'll tell you what. Corporate America stopped being loyal to the employee when they got rid of pension plans. 401k plan is not a secure retirement. You need to have a 401k. You need to have mutual funds. You need to have investments. You need to have assets, and you always need to be looking for ways to increase your income, because I am telling you that we are in big trouble. Gen X, this includes you too. Gen X, you're in trouble. The millennials are in trouble, and Gen Z is in trouble. What up, BT? Yeah. And I know this live is supposed to be about Julio, but goddamn, aren't we sick of talking about dead rappers? Like, aren't we sick about of covering these dead rappers, man? It's a shame, man. I'm sorry, but you can't get me. I don't care. There's no amount of money that you could pay me to go in a booth and talk about, you know, shooting up ops and bang bang and all this kind of stuff. You can't pay me that kind of money. I'm trying to live. Dying young is not cool. Living fast and dying young is not cool. I just celebrated my grandfather's 100th birthday. I just came from South Carolina a week and a half ago from celebrating my grandfather's 100th birthday. And the mayor of Greenville, South Carolina, actually gave my grandfather his own day. So June 8th is my grandfather's day in the city of Greenville, South Carolina, from here to infinity, because of the work that he put in with the kids in the neighborhoods and in the after-school programs, working with them to give them a better chance to get away from these single mother homes and to get out of these ghettos, right? And so that's also part of my legacy as well, is, you know, making sure that the program that he was involved with, the program that he actually helped start. So I'm gonna have my hands full. That program works with about 60 to 70 kids every summer. You know, making sure that they have everything that they need for school, making sure that their math skills and their reading skills are up to par. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot. I got a lot on my plate. Got a lot on my plate. But yeah, man, you know, with this whole Julio situation, you know, it's crazy, man. You know, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, man. There should be no reason that young man should not still be here with us right now. But You know, he chose, you know what I mean? I guess he didn't see anything greater. I guess he didn't see anything greater in his life. So, you know, he chose, I guess that's just how he chose to go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just chose the wrong path in life, man. You know what I'm saying? He just chose the wrong path in life. Let me read a few of these comments. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button too, man. Let me read a few of these comments before I go in the crib. Let me see here. Let's see. Brian Turner writes, there are a lot of lessons to be learned from Fulio losing his life. Firstly, what goes around comes around. Unfortunately, God bless his family. Brian Turner also writes, a big aspect of these street rappers that consistently gets them hurt, they have an addiction to attention. There was no reason for that boy to drop the low on that hotel. And that's another crazy thing too, man. Like, stop, like, first of all, stop trying to prove how tough you are to other niggas, man. Fuck these niggas, man. Fuck these niggas. Stop trying to prove how tough you are. Like, when I see a lot of these dudes on these YouTube panels, you know, talking about trying to make it look like they're tough. First of all, like, I'm 5'11", I'm 5'11", and I am 100 and roughly 85 pounds. And I'm gonna tell you, right? I done won some fights, and I done lost some fights, right? And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not scared. Like, I'm not scared of no crazy person talking to me crazy on the internet. Like, I'm not gangster. I'm not none of that. Like, I done had my tussles in the streets. Like, I done got in fights. I done won fights. I done lost fights. I done did grimy stuff with, you know what I mean, with my partners when I growing up and all that. I done did all that, right? And none of that makes me a tough guy. Like, none of that didn't put any money in my pocket or any real money in my pocket like that. Like, I'm a man just like the next man is a man. And we're only supposed to be using our strength to build and to help. We're not supposed to be using our strength to tear down and to destroy. That's not why God gave us strength. So when I see any one of these corny ass dudes on YouTube talking tough and threatening dudes, I'm like, nigga, you a man just like me. And you probably wouldn't say that shit in my face, because I'll fuck you up if I could. If you came over here talking to me crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? And the way that I'm talking right now, it ain't even tough. It's just man shit. Because I don't know any man, right, with balls between his legs. And I have to say that because they trying to change the definition of what a man really is today. I don't know no man with real true testosterone and balls between his legs that's going to let another man get in his face and talk crazy. You feel me? Because I'm not going to do it. Like, yeah, I might take an L, but I'm not just going to let you talk crazy to me. You're not going to talk crazy to me any kind of way. So you're going to know that I'm about what I say, and you're going to know. And that's another thing. That's why I stay in shape. That's why I don't let myself get fat, just in case I gotta, you know what I mean? Just in case I gotta square up with a ninja real quick. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? Because you can't do nothing if you fat, lazy, and out of shape, gasping for breath. But let me get back to these comments. Let's see. Brian Turner says he thought the dudes he was beefing with were cowards / hoes. He believed they wouldn't come after him. Plus, I'm not sure why no one is talking about all those prostitutes he has around him. Well, you know, a lot of these rappers, know, they're simp ass dudes. So, you know what it is. They going a lot of these dudes that got money, you know what I'm saying? They don't got no game, so they going to trick on the hoes. They're going to trick on the hoes cuz you know, to them it's like, well, I could just pay these women. You feel me? But nah, we don't condone the tricking over here. I don't care how much money I got. We don't condone the tricking. Let me see. BT says, I promise you one of him dropped. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, one of his homies definitely dropped his location. Absolutely. You know niggas can't stay quiet for nothing. Brian Turner also says, I pray for my father's retirement. I pray for your father's retirement too. Brian Turner also says, Fulio was on borrowed time whenever he made that music video pouring alcohol on that boy he killed grave. Absolutely. Again, some dumb Negro shit. Like, I mean, listen, that's the seed that he sowed. So he got what grew. He got what he sowed. Brian Turner also says, if you listen to him talk, Fulio sounded like he was battling depression. He was ready to go. Absolutely. Of course you're going to battle depression when you writing songs about killing your ops and putting niggas in the ground and peeing on niggas' graves and fucking niggas' girls and, you know, killing niggas' mamas and all that dumb ghetto ratchet ass dumb shit. Of course, I would have depression too if I made music like that, to the point where I got to look over my shoulder all the time and, you know, I don't know if I'm going to live to see tomorrow. Hell yeah, I would be depressed too. So, you know what I'm saying? Daniel Brown says, rappers nowadays rapping about killing. That's it. Yeah, absolutely. Because unfortunately, that's all they know how to do. These niggas, these niggas don't know how to, you know what I mean? I bet you most of these niggas don't even know how to plunger a toilet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Most of these niggas don't even know how to plunge a toilet. They probably don't even know how to fix a leaky sink. They probably don't even know how to pick up an axe and chop wood. They probably don't even know how to change the oil on their car. They probably don't even know how to change a tire on their car. You know what I'm saying? Like, they probably don't even know how to change an air filter in their air conditioning inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, these rappers nowadays, they don't know how to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of them just dummies, man. You know what? And it's funny too, because a lot of the rappers from my time, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm kind of still in my time, but a lot of rappers that I listened to when I was growing up, the difference between a lot of these rappers now, right? And the rappers, let's say like in the 90s and the early 2000s, a lot of the rappers that I listen to and that I like, a lot of my favorite rappers went to college, right? So that right there shows you the difference between the caliber of artists that was back in the day and the caliber of artists now. These niggas is just dumb and stupid now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just wake up and breathe air. You know what I'm saying? Like, and smoke and kill all their brain cells. You know what I mean? Like, they just do dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? At least the rappers that I like when I was growing up, at least half of them at least went to college for like a year or two. These rappers nowadays are like, man, fuck school, man. Fuck school. I ain't got to do none of that bullshit. Man, that nigga over there, man, that's them ops right there. I'm going to get that nigga when I see him. Only for 2 weeks later to end up like Julio Fulio and the rest of these other clown-ass rappers that do the same dumb stuff that he did. You feel me? But yo, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. I got to get in this house, man, take a shower, and go see my wife, man. Got to go see my wife, man. That's right. That's right. Y'all heard me. I said wife. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm a married man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not married the same way I'm not married the same way that a lot of you goofy niggas is married. See, a lot of you goofy niggas, and what I'm saying does not apply to everybody, but a lot of you goofy niggas, y'all be so in love with the chick that y'all do any and everything. Y'all do any and everything for this chick, and when she done with your ass, she gonna take you for everything you got. You know what I'm saying? The lady that's in my life right now, she ain't like that. She ain't like a lot of you, a lot of these chicks that y'all pick just because the chick got a big behind and some nice titties. You know what I'm saying? This chick that I'm with now is a God-fearing woman. She was raised right by her father, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, right? If a chick that you are into, if her father was not an active participant in raising her, if her father did not play a major role in her life, I'm telling you right now, you need to leave that chick alone. You need to leave that chick alone. If that chick did not have a father in her life, if that chick did not have a father putting her on game, you know, teaching her what a lady should be and what a woman should be, and what a mother should be. If a woman, a chick that you messing with right now, or any chick in the future, if she did not have a father in her life, you need to leave her alone, because you can't do what her father did not do. Sorry, you just can't. She might call you daddy in the bedroom and all that, but you won't be able to do what her father should have done. You feel me? Our role is not to be their father. Our role is to be the head of household and to be, you know, dad to those children. You know what I'm saying? And to protect everybody in the house, man. So, yeah, man. But I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Follow me on IG, Zone864TV, and I'll see y'all next time. Stay safe, all right? Peace.